So are you ready to live pain and drug-free and escape the medical system? My name is Dr. Kevin Reese. I've been in practice for over 15 years, but it's been the last 3 or 4 years where the magic really happened because I invented a new method, a lifestyle practice, and this new method has produced the most healing results ever recorded on video. Take a look at a few.
I was having bulging discs in the back of my neck, and they were creating a pinched nerve down my right arm that was very severe and very painful, and was really just doing horrible things to my quality of life. I just want to say the pain itself was gone within 3 weeks, which was just completely incredible to me. I had no idea that it would work that fast.
So coming into this, I have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. I would never get a period. It would be, years and years would go by, and I'd maybe get one every 2 to 3 years. On this program alone, the 4 months I've been on it, I've gotten a period every month, and that's like unheard of.
You're dancing again? Your pain's gone?
Yes, it's amazing. I just finished up my 120, and we have these conferences, and sometimes on Saturday night they'll have a 2-hour dance thing. And before the program, I could only dance maybe, a long country song. My hips was hurting so bad I couldn't wait for the song to be over with. And we just had another conference, a little over a month ago, I guess. And it was a 2-hour long deal, and I danced 2 hours, never stopped.
So for 30 years, I had inhalers, multiple inhalers for my asthma. I no longer have to use any of my inhalers. I no longer have asthma attacks. I feel so much better. I've also had eczema for about 18 years now, and since doing the program, I haven't had any eczema outbreaks at all.
I used to suffer from migraines. I suffered from that 14 years. It stopped me from going to work, my daily activity, and that's gone away. I'm back to when I was in high school. Even my neck thin out, I lost weight, but that's a bonus. The weight loss is a bonus of healing because I was so swollen from all the prednisone, a lot of medication. I could say your name on them all because I used to pick them up monthly at CVS. Now they're not gonna see my face. So they just lost a customer.
The stabbing, killing, chronic, burning pain, just like it got less. And I was kind of surprised because I didn't believe, but out of the blue, pain started to diminish. I must say, things have gotten better. I just flew down here into the Bahamas today. I could tell you that the last time I flew down here and flew back, I could not sit in the chair. I was in so much agony. I didn't take any Advil. I forgot to take Advil. It was horrible. The last 2 weekends, I've been essentially from a 20 to a 10 and maybe to a 1 or 2 in the pain department.
Great.
And there's no explanation for that other than what I'm doing. So kudos to you and your program and all that you have recommended. And anybody that's out there that is curious or not so sure, this is your guy. And I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you for saving me.
So those are only a few testimonials. Quite frankly, we're making history. No one has this much healing proof in the world. It's in your absolute best interest to turn your phone off or on silent. Grab yourself some warm tea and really pay attention to this class. Perhaps it's the information that you've been praying for. Now, I just have a hunch, a gut feeling, that you're looking to get your life back. You need to feel better for your job, for your family, for yourself. You probably feel like a hostage to your body right now. And you probably feel like a prisoner to the medical system. Would you say that's accurate? You've probably been going from specialist to specialist, and you don't have any healing results to show for it. In fact, you may even be worse than where you started. And so that's because the medical system is not trained to heal you, which means they send you home with a big bill. That's their whole goal, is just to get you home. It may not feel like a big bill because your insurance covers it and it gives you the illusion that you're getting some sort of deal. You see, this well thought out money-making scheme is executed with the science of treating symptoms. In other words, the medical system is not identifying or fixing the root causes to your symptoms. They're simply giving you drugs, injections, and surgeries at the surface level. And while this may work for emergency care or urgent care like broken bones or wounds, this does not work for chronic diseases. You see, chronic illnesses and conditions are malfunctions of the body. And in most cases, it's the entire body. You see, the medical system likes to zoom in. It's a specialty-based system. So if there's something wrong with your knee, they're going to zoom in on that knee. They're going to find that, let's just say, cartilage is wearing away, and they're going to give you a fancy surgery. But they didn't understand that the root cause was coming from your hips. So then 6 months later, even after your surgery, now you need a hip surgery or you need your other knee done. And it just keeps snowballing because the problem was never fixed. It's like you're on a boat and the shark is circling the boat. The medical monopoly comes and shoves the shark fin under the water. Now you can't see the shark fin, so you have the illusion that you're all good. But the shark is still circling the boat. It's just under the water. The root causes are still there. And it happens to almost everyone. We're all roped into this scheme. I was as well. In my 20s, I thought that my body was like a car and I just brought it into the mechanic when I needed to. And it's just not the way it works. But we believe that because of the television shows and the movies and all the programming from years and years of thinking that the doctor is on this pedestal. I mean, you even get a doctor's note in elementary school if you need to take a day off. Something's wrong with us, so we say, "Doctor, where's the medicine? Give me the medicine." Well, that might be true for an infection, but it's not true for a chronic condition because your body is divinely designed to heal. And you know that. You know that from little cuts and bruises and perhaps even broken bones. You know that. Perhaps you didn't know that your kidneys could heal, or your liver, or your spine, or your painful knees, or your painful neck, or even your vision. It can all heal. God has set us up to heal. And I know the medical specialist probably told you that your dis-ease is genetic and to blame your grandparents and you just have an unlucky life. But this is totally not true. If you weren't born with it, it's not yours. Okay? If you didn't come into this world with fibromyalgia, then when you get diagnosed with fibromyalgia at 40 years old, don't listen to the whole genetic thing. It's an excuse because they don't have answers. Again, they were not trained to heal you. They were trained to treat your symptoms, stabilize you, and send you home with a subscription revenue stream. But let me tell you, you can live pain and drug-free through a brand new approach that I developed called head-to-toe healing. And this is when we zoom out. You see, the medical system zooms in. They zoom in on your knee. They zoom in on your eyes. They zoom in on your feet. Whatever the problem is, they zoom in on the symptom. We zoom out and look at the entire body as a whole unit, right? If you have migraines, I need to see your feet. If you have a bunion, I need to see your head. It's all connected. You are a walking universe. Everything has something to do with everything. And the pain are just alarm systems. Your body is talking to you. The discomfort, it's telling you, hey, I need you to change. I need you to do something. It's just you've been programmed to go to the white coats. You've been programmed to go to your GP or primary care physician, not realizing that your body knows how to heal itself. You just have to give it the right environment to do that. Let me break this down a little. Your body is like a vehicle. It's a structure. This is the musculoskeletal system. Then you have to put fuel in that vehicle. This is your biochemistry. And then you have an onboard computer that makes everything function. And that is called your brain or your mind. So in all my years of practicing, I discovered that in order to take care of these three sections of the body, there are three corrective macro methods, as I call it in my book, that give your body the environment to do the healing. I'd like to go over those right now. Are you ready for that? If you're ready, say I'm ready. Okay. Number one, we got to take care of the structure, the vehicle. This is done through postural alignment therapy. Your body is like a vertical shelving unit and it needs to be even. In order to do that, we look at the load joints. That means your knees need to be above your ankles, and your hips need to be above your knees, and your shoulders need to be above your hips, and your ears, we use the ears as markers for the head, need to be above your shoulders. When the load joints are all in order, you have a great posture, and you're walking around with a great posture. If your load joints are not in order, that means you're setting yourself up for pain, discomfort, or a possible injury. This is how a world-class athlete might go down with a phantom injury. In other words, they're just kind of lightly running and then all of a sudden their Achilles blows out. It's because they came to the field or the court with bad posture. And we can tell the load joints by just looking at photos. I can look at your photos and tell you what's happening with your body. Now, when you think of alignment, you probably think of the chiropractor, because again, it's more programming. But we are not chiropractors. Chiropractors concentrate on the bones and the joints. Okay? We concentrate on the muscles. Why? Because muscles move bones. And when the muscles become dysfunctional and they go off into different directions, they bully the bones. They start pulling on the bones into compromising positions. And then you have other muscles that come in and they start compensating for the weak muscles, and it becomes a disaster. Muscles have memory. So if you're sitting in a lazy boy chair every day for 5 years, that is going to dramatically change your musculoskeletal system because of muscle memory. So we need to do postural alignment therapy every single day. PAT is to your muscles what brushing and flossing is to your mouth. So it doesn't mean that you have to sleep different or sit in the chair different, or, if you're a computer athlete like me and you're always at the computer, you don't have to change that. You just have to train for the activity, just like it was a sport. And that training comes from postural alignment therapy. It's getting the muscles back in order so that the bones and the joints go back to where they're supposed to be. Because if they're not, you're going to get so many symptoms. Compressed nerves or cartilage decay. Let me give you an example. Forward head. So many people have forward head now because they're always looking down at their iPhones and their tablets. And we're seeing it younger because the kids are doing it, right? Well, if your neck is falling out onto your chest permanently, that means that the lymphatic fluid or the spinal fluid in your head can no longer drain properly. That means that you're setting yourself up for chronic migraines, possible vertigo, possible tinnitus, or even worse, possible dementia or Parkinson's later in life. That's how important your posture is. All right, let's move on to number 2, which is clinical nutrition. Okay, there's 90 essential nutrients that you need floating in your blood every single day. This is 16 vitamins, 60 minerals, 12 amino acids, and 2 essential fatty acids. Now, essential means your body doesn't make it. So you have to import it into your blood. And you do this through your food. The problem is the soil is now barren. Okay? It's a new problem over the last 150 years. Ever since electricity came about, we started damming the rivers, which means all those minerals aren't coming up onto the land anymore. So we're missing minerals. It's minerals that's the foundation to nutrition. Minerals are what creates the vitamins and the aminos and the essential fatty acids. So if you're missing minerals, you're in trouble. And the soil just doesn't have it anymore. That's why we need to supplement. Every one of the 90 essential nutrients can create up to 10 symptoms. So if you're missing, say, copper, you could have 10 symptoms off that. If you're missing selenium, you could get 10 symptoms off that. If you're missing vitamin D, you could get 10 symptoms off of that. This will add up to 900 symptoms. Does that sound important to you? That you should have 90 essential nutrients floating through your blood every single day? It's so powerful that it's been used with livestock for decades and decades and decades. You could make a case for centuries and centuries. Think about it. Your local farmer doesn't have a business if his animals have chronic diseases. So the farmer supplements the livestock. And by doing this, they have eliminated certain conditions, such as fibromyalgia, type 2 diabetes, rickets, osteoporosis, and even the sea monster. If you read my books, I don't say that word. This has all been eliminated in farm animals through clinical nutrition. But the medical system doesn't give us the nutrients, and they don't give us the knowledge of the nutrients because they want to keep you in their revenue streams of drugs, injections, and surgeries. Animals make money when they're healthy, but humans make money when they're sick. You would think the medical system would check your blood labs, right? But if you look at your blood labs, there's no nutrition on there. there's a little bit of the usual suspects. You got calcium, you got vitamin D, if you can get them to run it. But the insurance companies have the medical system by the you know what. They can't go and order a full nutritional profile. If you don't believe me, go to your primary care physician and say, hey, doc, I would like for you to check my essential fatty acids and my selenium. They're going to question you why. They're not. I mean, if you do it, you're just going to be so disappointed. And it's just going to validate what I'm telling you. It's a harsh reality. They don't care about your nutrition, even though it makes up your entire biochemistry. So we break nutrition down into 4 categories. There's gut, there's blood sugar, there's soft tissue, and there's hard tissue. These are the 4 categories, and we can tell if you're deficient in what category, and then that category tells us what supplements you're supposed to be on. As far as diet goes, if you've been following my work and reading my books, watching my videos, you already know. You're supposed to get off the poor 4 foods. That's gluten, that's oils, that's fried, that's fake. Gluten, oil, fried, fake. Gluten, oil, fried, fake. These are the 4 food groups that slow down healing and cause dis-ease. Gluten cakes up your intestines so that you can no longer absorb the nutrients. It doesn't matter if you have celiac disease or not. Oils are oxidized by the air, so there's nothing wrong with the actual oil. It's the chemistry of the fat juice. That's what it is. It's fat juice combined with the air. And that oxidizes it. It goes into your body and it creates free radical damage, which will create inflammation. And that's the root cause to things like age spots, cardiovascular disease, and the sea monster. Next is fried, which is just a dramatic version of the oils. When you start frying fats and you start getting crispy stuff like fried chicken or French fries, eating a handful of French fries is like smoking a pack of cigarettes. And fake is pretty obvious. Cake, cookies, candy, soda. This stuff just goes in and deteriorates your body. But it doesn't happen overnight. And that's what people have trouble understanding. You don't just eat the poor 4 foods and feel it tomorrow necessarily. It takes decades for your body to break down. I venture to say it takes about 25 years. So if you're eating bad at 5 years old, well, you're going to feel it at 30. You see what I'm saying? So we make sure that our people get off the poor 4 foods, get on the 90 essential nutrients, follow a specific diet, and make sure your biochemistry is top notch. Number 3 is mindfulness training. This is what takes care of the computer in your skull. That's right. There's an onboard computer inside of your skull. It's connected to cameras. This is called your eyes. And it's connected to your spine, which is like a circuit breaker. So how you think and what you think absolutely matters, because it goes down through the spine and goes out to your kidneys, your liver, your muscles, your tendon, everything. Your spine is connected to everything. So if you have the habit of worrying, it's going to break down your body. If you have the habit of seeking approval from others, it's going to break down your body. If you have the habit of getting angry and frustrated, it's going to break down your body. Some people end up with actual pain and discomfort just from the mind. This is what we call TMS, the mind-body syndrome. And you would be very surprised to know how much healing takes place by just doing mindfulness training and shifting your entire mindset. It is a non-religious practice. It is more science. You must understand there is a computer in your skull. Also, deep down in that computer is a hard drive. There's your memory that is short-term, long-term, but there's also another part that stores data. This is called the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is extremely powerful. Humans don't even fully understand how powerful it is yet. We have nicknamed this subconscious mind as the inner child. By giving it the analogy of the inner child, you now have something that you can work with. You now have something that you can nurture. You now have something that you can train. And it works. It can completely turn your life around. I've seen cases where someone has fibromyalgia. They do mindfulness training, and 2 months later, they have no more pain. Will something like bunions or, a herniated disc go away from mindfulness training? Probably not. That's where the clinical nutrition and the postural alignment therapy would come in. But the mindfulness training would help the person cope and deal with the chronic condition or the pain. So you see, it all comes together. And if you read my book, Reverse the Cause, I lay out the root causes to over 60 chronic conditions. And it's all based on these 3 corrective macro methods. They take care of the entire body. Now, there's tons of other methods out there. There's chiropractic, there's massages, there's acupuncture, there's grounding, there's sound healing, there's Reiki. But understand, these are what I call micro methods. Whereas the 3 I just gave you are macro. The 3 I just gave you are heal-alls. They can heal your entire body. Whereas the micro methods can help. They're healing helpers, but they're not going to heal your entire body. So you can get a chiropractic adjustment, you can get a massage, you can go to acupuncture. That's fine. It will help, but it is not going to heal your entire body like the 3 corrective macro methods. So, the healing secret and the answer to live pain and drug-free is the practice of head-to-toe healing. And it is a practice. You see, healing is a verb. It's a process. It's ongoing. By practicing head-to-toe healing, you're putting your body in a state of regeneration always. Okay? This is how we get our people to move in the right direction. And this is how we have acquired the most healing results ever recorded on video. Take a look at some more testimonials that we've produced.
Like a miracle happened. I thought I was wheelchair bound when I joined the program because my legs wouldn't work anymore, especially in the evenings, and I didn't think anything was going to help. I went to my doctors, the medical monopoly, that didn't help. They didn't know, they had no answers for me. Sent me to physical therapy, but it helped somewhat, but not much. So when I joined, I was really struggling to walk. Couldn't hardly, be with my grandkids like I wanted to. I couldn't carry, if I would lift them, I couldn't walk afterwards. So, but I joined at the end of December, and I got off the poor 4 foods, and I've just been listening to all the videos, Dr. Reese, your mindfulness trainings. Your voice is so beautiful. It helps. I just, all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. I realized I'm walking again. I'm normal. My legs are normal. It's a miracle. I thought I was going to be in a wheelchair. So in just a month, I've been looking for something like y'all for years, and I'm so glad I found y'all. Thank y'all for having me. And it just happened in 2022, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. By the time I joined, I mean, I was really having trouble walking, especially in the evenings. My legs were like lead. And I'm fine now. I don't understand it. I was like, thank you, Dr. Reese. Thank you all.
Thank you for believing in us. So you had a blocked ear?
Yes. So the left ear had been blocking up for over a couple of years now, and I've had it off and on. Always had problems with that left ear blocking and having to get it cleaned out. The clicking jaw, I've had that forever, since childhood probably. And that's all gone as well. So these things just started disappearing one at a time. The ringing in my ear and the dizziness all gone. And the biggest issue for me too at the moment was the IBS. That was the first to go.
Wow.
Well done.
So
wow.
I'm like grinning like a Cheshire cat. I can't stop.
Wow.
The physio and the hospital orthopedics said they can't believe how I've healed up so quickly like a 30-year-old, because, you know, I'm like an old lady, 62. Yeah.
That gray hair is going to go away too.
It's already starting. You can't see it.
I know it.
No, seriously, guys, it was white, like the stuff underneath, you know, and it's changing color.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Yeah. Well, I'm super happy for you. This is what we do it for.
You've joined all the dots. Out of every other doctor, you've connected the whole thing together and joined the dots. And I knew that immediately. And it's logical, because I'm one of these annoying patients that say to doctors, but why? Why have I got this? What's caused it? And they go, sorry, it's genetic.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, that's what they do to you. And they just fob you off. Oh, the pill stopped working after 2 months that you put me on for this. Oh, well, it's all right, because we got a new one out. You can try that. You just go round the merry-go-round and you don't get better.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the way it's worked for me. That's why I'm here.
Thank you for sharing with us. That's great. So your sciatica's gone?
I really thought I was going to need a walker. In the very beginning, I couldn't get out of bed.
Yeah.
It was that bad.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful.
Absolutely. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for having faith.
Yeah.
That I do. It's amazing.
And you've been coming to the PAT classes on a regular basis?
Yes.
I can attest to that. I see Sue every posture class, and it makes me happy. It just shows you, like, you get out of the program what you put into it. And so if you stay consistent, like Sue's a prime example. You stay consistent, you attend the classes, you ask questions. Look at that. Wow.
Are you on the 90 Essential as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's all coming together.
And how?
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And so life is different now?
Yes. Yeah. It really, it's amazing. Because like I said before, I really thought I was going to need a walker. In the very beginning, I couldn't get out of bed.
Yeah.
It was that bad.
I did the 60-day blood sugar protocol diet. I finished that about less than a week ago, and I can tell you for a long time I haven't seen any symptoms of any type 2 diabetes. My blood sugar runs awesome. A lot of times during the day it runs from 85 to 95 most of the day, and after I eat, it might go up to 150, but it'll come right back down within an hour.
Wow.
So I'm glad to say that we're done with that. I will be controlling it through my diet. And I've also lost 30 of the 50 pounds you've asked me to lose in just a little over 2 months.
That's great,
I've still got a little ways to go. All right, but I'm doing good.
Well done. Well done. So you jumped right into the blood sugar rescue, and it worked for you.
Yes, sir. And I guess that's what was causing me to lose the weight, too. Apparently, I was eating too much.
So your knee pain is gone?
Knee pain is gone.
Wow.
Knee pain's gone.
And how long were you suffering from knee pain?
The knee pain has been on and off. I was told that was arthritic, and they were talking about doing surgery. That was back in 2000, I would say 2012.
Right.
And so far, everything that I've been doing in the 120 has helped so that I don't feel it. I don't feel the knee pain anymore. And of course, not aggravating it by wearing heels. And I've been doing what you said, walking without the ortho things, walking around the house barefoot. I thought that my plantar fasciitis would come back. It didn't. I've been just fine.
So you used to walk with a cane, but you're not right now.
Well, about a year ago, I had like a severe hip, arthritis, just really bad. And I was using a stick, yeah. And then now, a bit of postural therapy, good nutrition. It brings it all together, and it gives you the motivation to stay off that gluten, to stay off, when you go out and you see gluten stuff and junk food everywhere, to have people around to help you, because I got my family saying, go and get it done, get your hip done, blah, blah, blah. Like, who wants to do that? So I think this is the support. This is the support you get. I've signed up for other hip people, and you just get a manual on. I never do to have live therapy, and people to call and people to speak to and listen to. It just gives you it's fantastic, and thanks for it, because it's just I'm enjoying it.
That's great to hear. Thank you so much for sharing with us. You're just gonna keep getting better too.
Yeah.
This membership it's just so much fun. What can I say?
You went from a 45 symptom score down to a 4 in 3 months?
Yep.
Wow.
I'm so thrilled. And guys, the pain that is gone is amazing. It just makes me cry because this totally works. Totally works.
What are some of the big symptoms that are gone that play a big factor in your life?
The pain, just in the arms, the legs, the knees, everything. Everything just went away. Warts, you name it. Things are like gone. And it's amazing. And I've never felt so good. I feel like a 12-year-old. I want to hop and skip and jump off of sidewalks, do flips. But I'm 60. I'm 60. I feel ridiculous. Over a year, a rash around my legs. And overnight, that's been changing. And I didn't think that would ever go away. And it's disappearing. I'm almost to a point where all the dead skin already fell off and I'm flaked off.
Yeah.
And the skin is turning back to its original color. It's just absolutely amazing. The swelling, the edema that I had, it's going away. All of that is pretty much gone. I wake up and I think it's kind of funny, but I wake up and I go, I got chicken legs. They're not fluffy yet. But yeah, it's just amazing. Your program's amazing. I found you on TikTok, by the way. Okay. And I was just drawn in. I'm not in the medical monopoly anymore. I fired all my doctors.
Fire.
Yeah. And I'm like done with them.
Keep up the good work, That's.
I am telling you, this works. I can move my arm. I can move my shoulders. I go to work with a sling on. I cannot sleep at night. But today, I did all the movements.
Woo-hoo.
I can raise my arm. I can do things I didn't do before.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Yes.
I am so happy.
Yay.
I'm so happy
for
That's awesome.
Progress.
Wonderful. It's
That is
beautiful.
awesome.
Thank you,
Good
thank
for
you,
you.
thank you.
Yes. Thank you for sharing because that helps all of us. That makes me happy, fills my bucket, and helps everybody realize, like, yes, we're on the right track.
So you're sleeping better, huh?
Oh yeah, that's great. I'm so impressed.
How bad was the insomnia before?
I went years with hardly getting any sleep. Maybe 6 years. I was hardly like maybe getting 4, 5, 6 a night.
Okay.
It was horrible, and it just ruined my health.
Yeah.
And gosh, this is the best I've come across. I used to take all kinds of holistic stuff, patches. I've done protocols before and had other naturopaths and stuff. This is the best so far. Love it. So grateful.
That's great to hear. And you're talking to your inner child?
Yes, that's funny. I finally know what that means. And it works. Gosh, my inner child's called baby.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm really glad to hear that.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. So Susan, how long did it take before your sciatica pain went away?
Okay, 3 weeks. My sciatica was going to take me to my grave. And seriously, I couldn't sleep. I had to lift my body over to twist and turn. And during my walks, I just had to numb out. That was my theory. Just keep working and pretty soon you'll numb out. It's amazing, guys, because really I thought this is what's going to take me down. I'm not going to be on the couch. Never, never, never. I'm just going to fall over one day because I can't move. I just can't keep moving through the pain. Thank you, though. It's a wonderful gift.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you for sharing and thank you for believing in us.
Wholeheartedly. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So what was wrong with your vocal cord?
Well, I was scared into a surgery. Whether or not it was necessary, I don't know. But he used all the horrible, you're going to have a stroke, you're going to have a heart attack, you're going to be in a wheelchair. So I had the surgery, and afterwards I kind of sounded like a frog. They said, "Oh, just give it a few days, or give it a few weeks, give it a handful of months." So I finally went and had the thing put down my throat, and they said, "Oh yeah, your vocal cord is partially paralyzed, not working." So I had already been hanging out here in the background almost 2 years now.
Wow. Following me?
Yeah.
For 2 years.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yep. And I had already been off gluten for 10 years at that time, but I was like the French fry queen. So I got rid of that, and it took a good year, but all of a sudden one day I went back for my final, like I'll go one more time and have them look at my vocal cord, and it was working.
There it is. Boom.
No more frog talk.
So you got off the poor 4 foods and your vocal cord regenerated.
Yes. Yes.
In 1 year.
Yep.
Can't make this stuff up. So when you came into this program, you had vertigo.
Yes, for a year. I had it for a straight year.
And now you do not.
No, it's gone right now. And it's been gone for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And it came back for about a week. And that's when I got lazy with the postural therapy for like a
And
week.
how long did it take for the vertigo? Let's not call it vertigo.
I've only
How
been
long
in the
did it
program,
take for the dizziness to go away?
I've only been in the program for like maybe a month and a half. and so I think the vertigo went away almost within the first month. I did the
can't make
gut
this stuff
rescue, and my pain went away in my wrist. I had the pain in my wrist for like a year. I tried to do bioidentical hormones, and
Tell me about the autoimmune stuff that you had going on.
I had chronic fatigue, pain in my wrists, my shoulders, and I did some blood work, and they were like, yeah, you have like pre-Hashimoto's, my blood levels and stuff. And I did one of the programs that helped a little bit with like fatigue, but that the pain and stuff in my body never went away. And so that's when I came into this program, and it's gone. I didn't even expect that. Like not that quickly. I'm excited. I've been telling all my friends.
Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for having faith in us. I can't wait to keep hearing your results. It's good stuff.
Thank you.
I used to have joint pain in my wrists. I had a lot of just in my neck and my arm that I could not lift my arm up over my head or out the side. It just really hurt. And I didn't say that in the wind, but that doesn't hurt anymore. And every night I make sure I stretch that out, because when I am in pain, I tend to want to sleep with my arm over my head. And I haven't been doing the wake up. I'm on a different side or a different position. I've been sleeping all night. But the joint pain, I just took for granted I was going to have. And I have high ANA markers like a year ago, so I'm waiting for a while. I might just go back just for entertainment value to see if that's gone away. But I feel really good, and I'm just hanging in there. And all I've really done is the gut rescue and the nutrients.
Well, we're glad you're here, Lori, and excited to hear that you had pain and now you don't.
Holy moly. Me too. Awesome. And I saw how fast I forgot I had pain. It was weird. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
So you had gut issues and no more.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's what regularity feels like. Oh. Really?
So the acid reflux is gone?
Yes, a couple of months now.
And how long were you suffering with that?
Oh, for a couple of years.
Oh, okay. So a couple years gone in a couple months.
It's gone.
You know how many people there are out there suffering with acid reflux and heartburn and such? And they're just...
And a lot of that belching, no more. I don't do that anymore. It's amazing.
Yeah. And your pain is gone. So
my pain is gone. Yeah, sciatic pain.
Yeah.
I'm just working on the headaches. That hasn't left me yet.
It will.
It will, and the blood pressure.
It will.
But it's gonna go. I have faith.
There you go.
I'm hopeful. I'm slowing down too. I'm not so impulsive. So it's really helping so much.
Yeah.
Especially that anxiety answer.
The yellow book. So so you like the book? The book helped?
Oh yes. Yeah, I'm slowing down. I'm meditating more, thinking more. So I'm feeling so much more calmer. It's wonderful.
Very cool.
Tapping into that inner child, that's really helped me so much.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. So thank you so much.
So you couldn't do that walk before?
No, I couldn't. If we went to the grocery store or say like BJ's or something like that, I would have my husband park as close to the store as possible, and I would need the shopping cart to lean on so that my leg wouldn't go numb.
But yet today it was fine.
Yeah, I walked 3 miles today, and I got home and I said to my husband, I am so happy. I walked and my leg, there's no numbness. It's amazing.
Very cool. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
For many, many years, I've had really bad skin itching on my arms and my back and my shoulder. It tantalized me every single day. It used to wake me up out of my sleep. And now I sleep so much better. I used to walk around, like I have pictures from years ago. My arms were full of scabs and bruises, and I've got scars from scratching on my arms. But I have no more itching. Like it is completely gone for the first time in like 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So I feel and I told them the other day in nutrition class, I used to carry this with me. It's a brush. Like I would try and itch and my nails, just nothing helped except for this brush. So it's gone now.
All right.
That's it. So yeah, I'm so happy because it really impacted my life. I mean, I couldn't go anywhere without like just going crazy.
Right.
So that's huge. And thanks to Ryan. He's awesome, and I love the nutrition class.
Yeah, Deb, you're a great example because you're a great example of what I teach with head to toe healing, because you said you came on a year ago.
Yeah.
More than a year ago.
April 7th. Yeah, it was April 7th.
Yeah, and
last
so
year.
I remember your results, the hip pain and the this and the that,
Yes.
The heartburn going away. And so you had these things go away early. And then you have this other symptom that keeps lingering and lingering and lingering. And all of a sudden it goes away. And so it's the perfect example of what I'm trying to teach people. Head to toe healing is a practice. It's a lifestyle practice that takes time, and the symptoms go away. And some of it goes away inside of a month. Some of it goes away inside of 6 months. Some of it may go away inside of 2 years, but it goes away.
All I can say is I'm so glad I woke up a year ago this month and joined the membership, because so many things have changed for me for the better. And I don't know where I would be right now if I didn't join. So it's been huge for me. So everybody out there, this membership is great.
I was in pain this weekend. Like I went for 15,000 step walk, and I aggravated the hip pain even worse. And then on Monday morning, I thought, should I do the class, like the replay? And so I decided to do it. And then I did Sean's funky move there. I don't know what it is.
Triangles.
The triangle. And so it actually helped my pain disappear, and I was able to continue to do what I needed to do for the rest of the day. So I really appreciated that, because I cannot do the windmills, the windmills like this.
Yeah.
Because my spine is fused and I have no range of motion. So when I did that particular one, it actually released that pain in my hip. So I was able to continue.
There you go.
So even if you miss a class, the lesson is do it anyway another day.
Yeah, and this is a great sharing and a great example of healing being a verb. If you go in one direction, it gets better. If you go in the other direction, it gets worse. And so you got to keep going in the right direction.
Yeah.
That's a great example of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing, Felicia. And I'm glad it helped with your pain. That's really good to hear.
I've had pretty severe Hashimoto's for 13 years. And in the last 13 years, I have not had 2 days in a row without some kind of moderate to severe symptom. So literally not 2 days in a row symptom free, and also not 2 days in a row with good sleep. And I would say my symptoms were around probably 85% of the time. Now my symptoms are probably around 30% of the time. That's amazing to me. Like that alone is a really good start. And I've always been somewhat athletic, but because of the inflammation, I couldn't get up and down off the ground without a lot of trouble with my knees. My wife and I go walking probably 4 or 5 times a week, and I could never run. I can actually run a little bit now, which makes her laugh so much, because she's like, you look so funny because you haven't been running in so long.
Right on. How has your sleeping changed?
Oh, I sleep from like 9:30 to 6 a.m. It's changed drastically. I haven't been able to sleep for the last 10 years, to be honest. And then I got off the medicine, and that made it even worse for a while. And I'm 6 months off the medicine now, and I'm just now starting to be able to sleep. And I really credit it to the insomnia rescue. I do the inner child work, I do the postural alignment therapy, and I've been sticking with it. So I really think that's been helpful.
Very cool.
I appreciate all that you have put in place for us. It is a big deal. It is way more than the postural, the nutrition, and all that stuff like that. Because when we have postural therapy class, the same people are on there, and we've become all over the world. That's a big deal. Some of us have never been out of the United States, and we have friends in Australia and South Africa and Spain and everything else, and we talk to each other every week, 3 times a week, now 4, if you can make the 4th one. We talk to each other every week like we are, just friends talking on the phone. And that is a big deal because it's not only that you are helping people with getting head to toe healing, you're also helping those people that may not be able to be in contact with other people outside of their house. And they're talking to people from across the pond. That's huge, dude. That's huge. It's more than the head to toe healing. You're also helping people socialize where they may not be able to completely right now. And I appreciate you. Sean, I appreciate you. Coach Tamara, we go back and everything. Coach Karen, your words are inspirational. And the thing about it is, from Sean being the youngest on postural therapy class to the oldest person being in postural therapy class, we all come together and have a good time. Correct, Sean?
That's correct.
This is the thing. You're doing something right, Dr. Reese. You're doing something bigger than head to toe healing. You're helping people. Your diversity, equity, and inclusion is people. And that's more than anything. That's priceless. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for sharing. And these are just a few. If you were to go to drkevinreese.com and watch the testimonies, it would take you almost the whole day. That's how many we have. So now the question is, are you going to become our next testimony? Well, I believe so. Do you? I'll talk to you soon.